When needing some downtime, most people turn to social media or television. While these are certainly good ways to relieve stress, I would like to propose an alternative method, using art and creativity to soar above the weight of stress. The speech here today is to inform you about the different mediums to create art: pencil, watercolor, and paint. The first method I would like to introduce is colored pencil. Typically thought of to be used in a kindergarten craft, but also can be used to fill in adult coloring books. It is most likely to be thought of to be from the Crayola brand, but other companies also create colored pencils. The medium itself is a thin cylinder. The center contains the pigment. One end of the pencil is sharpened, and the other is an eraser to take away mistakes. The Arts and Activities magazine, which is the leading magazine in art education, recommends General Pencil, a pencil with no wood and very bold colors, which are very easy to blend. As a relaxation method, people can use colored pencils to fill in adult coloring books, which is very relaxing. My next medium I would like to introduce is watercolor. Watercolor typically has many palettes that are filled with pigment that can be made from natural resources, vegetables, azurite, and cadmium, as stated by the Metropolitan Museum of Art website. It is a very finicky medium because it uses water to become activated, giving the medium its name, watercolor. Using more water can make the pigment lighter, and using less water can make the pigment darker. Overall, the finished product typically ends with a jewel-like texture, which is very pleasing to the eye. The next medium I would like to introduce is paint. It is very similar to watercolor because it is used with paintbrushes, but it is much more opaque. First, there is acrylic paint, which is very cheap and easily replicated. There also is oil paint, which is most commonly known to be used by the famous artist Bob Ross. The Art and Context website states that oil paint is a much slower to dry medium, which also makes the final product last much longer, while the final product of acrylic is much shorter, but much easier to manage. Also, acrylic paint can be reactivated with water, similar to watercolor, but acrylic paint is much more opaque. Overall, this is a very fun medium to work with because you can paint on random objects like a blank folder or a planting pot. To conclude, I hope that my speech today has introduced you to the three mediums of colored pencil, watercolor, and paint. They are all very expressive mediums and can help the mind relax. Instead of going on your phone or watching a new television show, you could pick up an adult coloring book or even paint a brand new pot full of bright colors and flowers. The world of art is endless and limitless, and the methods are completely out of this world to relieve your stress. Thank you for listening.